Hey guys, Ben SIMPSON here at SIMPSON VLOGS and welcome to a more light-hearted video after the vaccine rant that we had this past Sunday. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below, hit the bell notification to keep up to date with everything that's going on this channel, and check out links in the description. Check out my main channel, SIMPSON Plays, 2K Hype. Have to put that out there. 2K, thanks guys. And you know, we got TikTok, Instagram, Brazil, and Twitter. Of course. So, let's talk about my first time. Right. So, I'm bantering slightly. This video has been inspired by a podcast where they were talking about first time getting certain products they had in their lives. So this is going to be a short one, light-hearted one, and every section of this video, it'll do massive blessing just for the promotion of this video and just to engage with you guys a bit more. What the hell were your first stuff or first times or first things? So I'm gonna run this in no particular order, just whatever pops into my head as a good subject to talk about. So let's keep it simple. The first time you went on holiday, where was it? Why were you going? How long did you go? Who did you go with? For me, that's very simple. It was Paris, Disneyland. I don't remember it because I was 2 years old, I think. Maybe even younger. No, maybe slightly older. Apparently I was starting to walk. So, I have no memory of this. Everything I'm about to tell you comes from my parents, and obviously they remember it. You know, they remember stuff like that about your childhood. And yeah, so that was... They flew out there, they went to Paris for a few days, and the funniest story from that is the one where they're like, I was passed around the plane like some sort of baby Jesus, giggling and laughing my head off at everyone's faces. So that's the highlight of of that trip for me and from my parents' side of things. The first time I can actually remember going on holiday is in 2008. Disney World, Orlando, Florida. That still is the best holiday I've ever had. I've been to Disneyland, Orlando, Florida. Sorry, Disney World, Orlando, Florida, multiple times. I've been to America multiple times. But that one, the first one, there's nothing like it. We went to Nickelodeon. It doesn't even exist anymore. It's just a normal Holiday Inn now. But back then it was a Nickelodeon themed Holiday Inn. And I don't just mean they painted it orange. I mean, they had Dora the Explorer and Mandem walking around the place like they owned it. They had full themes. I'm talking the whole works, SpongeBob and everything. The rooms came with the main bed for my mum and dad. It came with a bunk bed for us with a PlayStation 2 in it. A PlayStation 2 in it. I know, I think by 2008 PlayStation 3 might have been out, but still, the OG, the PlayStation 2. You could go downstairs to the thing and rent games and obviously there was an arcade there. It was just lit, like seriously lit. The best holiday. I wanted to take my own kids back there at that age. Already I was thinking about it. I think it was just great, and the reason I remember it so well is because my mum made sure we would remember it by making us write down a diary every day of what we did. It was great. I wish I had a diary here to show you guys. That would have been great, wouldn't it? That would have been smart to think. I got myself a YouTuber. But yeah, that was great. That was the best holiday ever. You couldn't ask for more. And then obviously Disney World was like it was Disney World, for God's sake. You know, the massive castle, the Disney princesses, the Stitch. Actually, hold on. I still have something from that one. Actually, I think. Where's Stitch? Oh, it must have fallen somewhere. But I still have one of the toys we bought back there. I have Stitch as well, which is my pal. Stitch has been on every holiday I've ever been, every country I've ever been to. Dopey there is his partner in crime, who I've only recently rediscovered. But yeah, Dopey and Stitch were bought on that holiday, and Stitch has been with me ever since, and I still sleep with him. I don't care what people say, I still sleep with a cuddly toy. Big baby. Screw you. he means something. Yeah, he's a keepsake from that time, and is just is what it is. He's been on every holiday since. He's been to everywhere I've been ever since. So yeah, that was a great holiday, and you can see it sticks with me even to this day. So, the next one. First time in a plane. So, your first holiday doesn't have to be international. I never said international holiday, did I? So, first time in a plane. Obviously, you guys know it was Paris. Going to Paris for me. But what was it for you guys? Comment down below. The next one is a different one, different theme. We're going away from people, going away to things. So, you know, you get to a certain age and your parents give you a bit more responsibility. You're allowed to stay out that bit longer. You're allowed to go that bit further, you know? And that normally happens around a different time for every generation. It happens a lot younger now. You know, people are out there walking with iPhones, going all the way to town at the age of, 10 and 11. No chance. No. Not by myself. That was not allowed. No. So, I want you guys to comment down below the first time you guys were given a phone. What age were you? Why? What was the reason for it being given to you? And what phone was it? For me, it was a Motorola. Now, I don't know which model of the Motorola it was, because I could try and search for it, but what would I type in? It was one of them ones. It was about yay big, all grey, tiny little screen. The touchpad numbers where you had to press the number 3 times to change letters and stuff. And it was a massive change. It was a big freedom. It was like, oh, I don't have to go and knock on someone's door anymore. I can ring their landline. You know what I mean? I'm a lazy ass, and that was convenient for my lazy ass to go. Guys, you ready to go play football? Yeah. 2 minutes. I come around the corner. They still weren't bloody ready. But yes, it was just. From then on, changed everything. You literally, life changed from then on, because from then on people got Blackberries, iPhones and all that. And from then on, the social media, I was born just as a social media boom kicked off. You guys think, you younger generation thinking, you guys, with your Fortnites and your Instagram dances and your TikToks, you think you know social media, don't know nothing. I was there when social media was born, okay? Y'all don't know nothing. We the OGs out here. we're back there with BBM and MSN. Okay, you guys don't know nothing. Okay, you don't know the struggles. We got your unlimited data nowadays. You have 1 gig. Only messing. So, on the topic of first phones, what was your first smartphone? Because that Motorola does not count. Now, for me, it was the iconic, at the time, the most selling phone of all time. I think it's still in the top 10 most selling phones of all time. The iPhone 3GS. Hand-me-down phone, but spoiled rotten it was, because it was just. Bear in mind that this was the time of BlackBerry. This was the time of people still using those stupid ass keyboards like peasants. Like, who wants a full keyboard on their phone like that, man? Ugh. And I was one of very few people at the time, and certainly the only one in my year group to have an iPhone. And it was just like, like everyone has an iPhone nowadays, because if you don't have an iPhone, you really are looked down upon, unfortunately. I won't lie to you. I do it too. I think Androids are terrible, obsolete pieces of shit. All this crap on it that you don't need. But a lot of people, especially, that's almost blasphemy coming from a programmer IT person like me. But yeah, I don't like Android. I can't be down with that shit, man. Nah. I need iOS. I need simplicity. Something that just works. You know what I mean? It's safe. It's secure. It works. I don't care how expensive you think it is. It works. Okay? I ain't having to worry about viruses on my phone. I ain't having to worry about the battery flying off back in the, like in the living BlackBerry or whatever. You know? But I can see why people like can change the battery or whatever. But most people didn't even have 2 batteries. And most people don't even use the full capability of Android compared to because it can do so much more than iOS apparently. But most people don't even use it. They buy it because it's cheap. Anyway, rant over. At the time, the iPhone gave me a certain bit of prestige. Especially for a little geek like me back in the day. Popularity was important. So yeah, that was my first smartphone. Remember to comment and like down below, and obviously comment what your first smartphone was. And while we're on the topic, you might as well comment if only if you've ever had an iPhone. What was your first iPhone? Even if it was the only one you've ever had, because you hated it and went back to Android. What was your first iPhone? On the topic of phones, what was the first phone you ever broke? Like, I mean, destroyed it. Like, you had to go to the shop and have that fixed immediately. You didn't drop it and crack it and it could wait, or you didn't care about it. You had to go. Now mine, unfortunately, was an iPhone again. Oh god, it was not good. Whole screen was mashed up. What phone was it now? Was it the iPhone 8? No. Was it? The iPhone 8 was it was in first year of college, so it would have been the iPhone. Might have been the 7 or the 6S. I think it might have been the 6S or the 7. And I was running after my girlfriend at the time, and it just fell out of pocket. It wasn't even like, it was just in slow motion. You just watched it go out against the force of gravity and down. And everyone stopped. I stared at the phone. I was like, please. No amount of please could change the result of that thing. That was destroyed. The glass was falling. It was terrible. I've never been so upset in my life. From that then on, I have always had a case. I've always had tempered glass, and I've always had Apple Care, because that cost me too much money to repair. Okay, I can't just pull £150 out my ass whilst I'm in college with no job. That was bad. And never again will that ever be allowed to occur. Okay, that was bad. So, moving on to a more light-hearted one. What was the first... How do I phrase this one? What was the first kids TV show you ever remembered watching? So I'm not talking like, with like Ben 10, because that's kids, but go a bit younger. Okay, I'm talking for my age group anyway. It could be Ben 10 for some people, but for my age group, I'm talking Teletubbies, Dora the Explorer, Pokemon, Digimon, Power Rangers. What else was there out that people watched? All that crap on CBeebies. What was the first one you ever remember watching? Now, for me, so comment that down below. For me, and I'm going back as far as I can remember, and the one with me was called Bear in the Big Blue House. I don't know if anyone else has ever watched this. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but this was a big blue bear that would just talk or whatever, and there'd be little problems going on. But the best part of it was when his shadow would disappear, and he would be like, where is Shadow? And he would just, you couldn't help it as a kid. You would just sing along to this stupid bear talking about losing his damn shadow. How the hell you lose a shadow? It was a highlight of my childhood. Now, I watched a lot of childhood TV shows, but that was a highlight. So yeah, comment down below what your first one was. And on the topic of childhood, let's continue with that one. I want you guys to comment down below what the first time is that you guys were allowed to not be holding your parents' hand. Like, as a kid, you get. Can you guys remember what that is? And if you can, comment down below just your IQ level. How is your brain that big to remember that point in your life? How do you remember that point where you actually let go and you weren't clapped over the head and dragged back? How do you remember that point? When does that happen? Again, on the topic of childhood, comment down below your first toy, doll, play, whatever you played with. What was the first one you can actually remember playing with? Now, for me, I'm not sure if this counts, but for me, it was a teddy. It was Tigger, from Pooh Bear. It was Tigger for me. That was the first one I can remember playing with. Incidentally, which is quite funny. I didn't even know people still watch Pooh Bear. My niece, my youngest niece, she loves Tigger. She has loads of them. The reason she has loads of them because she bloody keeps losing them all and crying, and then needs another one to be bought. But yes, she keeps losing them, crying. Another one gets bought. More Tiggers, and we end up finding the other one. So that was a funny incident one that that came to my realization. I was like, wait a second, we all had Tiggers. What's going on here? Tigger just running the family. It hops along to the next generation, does it? But yeah, that was a nice quinky dink, as they say. Yeah, that was nice. Let's swing it back to teenage years, okay? Let's swing it back to teenage years. What was your first? No, I'm gonna say what. I'm not gonna call people out here. You can comment the name down below if you feel like it, and if you feel like the person you're commenting won't care. Don't see why they would at this age. But if you're still a teenager and you're watching this, they may care. Especially if it was meant to be on the down low, or on the secrets, on the sly, or whatever. What was your first major relationship as a teenager? No kiddie ones. I'm talking major. Like, how long was it? Not who on what. I can't say if it's what Kanye is. Who. Oh, and I don't want to know who. I don't want to call people out and figure anyone who. How long was it? Okay. How long did you last? Did you have one of them really long ones where it was like 5 years, 3 or 4 years kind of thing? Just really long ones that last the test of high school. Because high school is a test. Okay, high school is a test on one's mental and spiritual and emotional capacity as a person. Because if you can survive high school and not come out weird, not come out emotionally scarred, not come out an incel or some sort of weird loner, you have passed the test of courage, my friend. Even if you come out with only one friend, if you don't come out, not all together up there, you've done yourself all right. Okay, you've done all right. Even if you only come out with one friend, or even if you come out with no friends, as long as you're not crazy, you don't want to shoot people, you don't want to kill people, you don't want to hate, you don't hate all women or anything like that. You've done all right. You've survived the test that is high school, because high school is a test. Okay. So, how long did that relationship? For me, 3 months. Not great, but it was 3 months. It is. It's young love. Okay. For anyone, if and if you're able to comment down below, we're still together and we're married. Sorry for those headphone users. We clap quieter. Because wow. How have you achieved this? Like high school is notorious for ruining such relationships. Like those ones that you just look back and you just think, damn, those guys were together for 5 years and they're not together now. It's kind of sad, You just look back and you think, oh, why not? And then you get those rare ones where like they went even if they went to separate colleges, they found their way back to each other. It's just like, how did you do this? How did you accomplish? Especially like in England. England's not even a big country, and you can still break up from just being in 2 separate cities. Imagine America, you're all in different countries basically. You're in different states. Man, them go one's in California, one's in Florida. When are they seeing each other? When are they having human contact with their loved one? Okay, when? Summer break. If they can afford to fly across the country or whatever, like how? Especially with college costs in America. Good lord. By the way, for those of you who don't know, when I say college and reference into the UK, that's our high school. Whereas our high school here is more like your guys in the USA. It's middle school. Okay, confusing, but yeah. Okay, that's it. It's more like that. Okay, and there's an overlap. But it's kind of like our high school is not quite the same as your high school, whereas our colleges are more like your high schools. But our colleges have more freedom than our high schools. Yeah, but our uni is your college. Okay, they're the exact same. Your college and our uni the same. Okay. Yeah, it's the same. I think you guys start 1 year later than we do, but yeah, it's the same. But yeah, other than that, that's there on that topic as well. So, moving swiftly on from that one, who's going to be brave enough to comment the age of their actual first time? You know, it had to be in there. You know, I didn't put that one just there as that image just for clickbait. It had to be the subject of this at some point. Now, it doesn't matter whether your first time was when you were 13. Shot those words back in. It doesn't matter. You know what? We're in a progressive world. It doesn't matter. Okay? Comment truth. Don't lie. No, they don't need to lie. It doesn't make you a big man if you had sex at 13 or 18. Okay? It makes no difference. Okay? Because odds are, if you had sex at 13, you are not even with that person. Okay? You're not. I can't name a single person who did it that young that are still together. I know a few. They ain't together anymore. So I'm just going on that. It don't matter. So hit it down below. Comment that one down below. That is the last one on this video. I have to leave that one last. So comment that one. I'll tell you guys, I won't lie. I was, wait a second. 18? Yeah. It was just, just after my birthday. So 18 for me. You can also comment your first time drinking alcohol age. Now for me, proper drink. I don't mean just like a sip of your dad's wine on the slide or whatever, or a hit of whiskey from your grandmother or whatever. I mean like full on house party kind of thing or clubbing. For me again, 18. No, was I 17? 17 actually. 17. Just for 18, but yeah, 17 for me. Drink responsibly. Again, doesn't make you a big man whether you started house partying and drinking it up at age of 14. Just means your liver and your kidneys are all mashed up before someone else's. So, on that note, comment that stuff down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was a nice one for you guys. And you learned a bit more about me here on the life of Ben. So, like, comment, subscribe down below. Hit the bell notification to keep up to date with everything going on this channel. Of course, you want to check out Simpson Plays. Head down links in the description where you can also find a donation link. You can, willing and able to donate, along with TikTok, Instagram, Rizzle, and Twitter, of course. Until the next time, guys. Peace.